time is dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. My whole team, we a pot of gold. I'm a dog, I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports.
Coach, this is such a special place. You drive through the kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section, where the columnists write possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? What? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win. And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that told me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they take him down, losing 27. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. It's completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Simon. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Webb. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He got 29 yards that time.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Webb. And now the offensive starters for the Packers.
And the big key is going to be how can these wideouts create separation from the defensive backs, because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one, and that's going to need to continue.
Back to throw here. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not.
65.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
And his kick is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So it'll remain to be seen how many drives this unit gets in, this being the preseason. But here they start with 3 points.
Yeah, I don't know that we'll actually see them anymore. They got 3 points on the board, 1 drive here in preseason. In this game, baseball caps, NFL approved, of course, for everyone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Just like that.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Let's go. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll drop to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. 2nd down and inches. He sets to fire deep, and he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. In for the score. And his guys have taken the lead. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Throw left side complete. That's Webb. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He'll want end up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And they have had success on the ground, really as a team, doing well carrying the football. So maybe a little less pressure on his shoulders as the quarterback.
Any pressure he's carrying right now, that's self-inflicted, right? He's taking it on. He doesn't need to. Continue to do what you just said. Let everyone else carry the football. That's been effective. Don't have to worry about him throwing the ball in all the situations now. That's got to be a good feeling if he just relaxes and lets it keep coming to him.
Yeah, and relax and enjoy the second quarter lead right now. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here we go. 60 or. Kill.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Coming in. Shoot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
8 read.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
60 outlaw.
Looking to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. No, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here we go. And 2 stop. Strip that ball.
They go play action here on 1st down. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the defense. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover. But if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go. And maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. That's a gain of 14.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offense. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down. 2nd and 2. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. They'll look to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on first and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, first and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Here we go, team. Ready?
2nd and 6. Rolling to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 28 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion, went just shy of the marker. And an alley to run. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A gain of 6 there on first. 2nd and 4.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter. That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the result, a Green Bay score. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
60 outlaw.
They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Rolling to his right. He'll try and run it. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. 3 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started less than 1 month from tonight in our game. At the very least, you can't say it's not competitive. All tied up at halftime. And for the call of the second half, we get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
On the double. Watch 55. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 9. Check 9. Snap.
On first down, Riddle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey,
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Kramer. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Ready? Mike 57. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Ready, ready.
They'll run on first down. Riddle. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
57 for Mike. 57 for Mike. Watch the slant.
It's hauled in here by Edmond. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
That's it, baby. We got one.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. and they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do in the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. They'll run it now out of the gun. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Here we go. Here we go.
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They're going to look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A big play there. 44 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. Back to throw now on 1st down. Britt's got it, complete. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They run the counter. Riddle calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this third and fourth quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. He'll run it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 28-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. I go with the fresh legs, able to push forward, pick up that first. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And it's caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Back to throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 3 yards out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Now the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive goes 8 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line. I got you, son.
Looking to throw. He has Brett over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Ready to break.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go. 5.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here we go. 50, plant. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these big dribble.
Right back to him on first down. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
57, Mike 57.
He'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
90, Wolf. Not today, you are. Not today. And 2.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Packers! A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered on the first step in their comeback attempt.
So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. They'll try the draw, but he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake.
Down. 60 outlaw. They go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
60 Pittsburgh.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
On the ready. 53, Mike. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball.
They'll drop to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage...
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive in total 8 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
Let's go. 30 base. 57. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our field. Now.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first. On second down now. Riddle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
All day, baby. All day, all day, all day. And ready. Let go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 5. Caught here left side by Brett. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. They'll set up a throw.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. It's complete to Brett. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. He'll drop to throw.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there. Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellows in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. He's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Hey, let's go.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Got it. 58, come on. Check right, check right. Check go.
And they will take a knee here. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And they'll indeed take a knee. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.